Hey guys, most seven-figure providers, they're losing $30K a month and not even realizing it. Let me just tell you why. And this is causing those problems such as you can't meet your payroll, you have high expenses. So let's get into this, right? So the first thing is going to be under repairs and maintenance. As assisted living providers, childcare providers, there are things that are going to go wrong within your business that you have to get repaired. Maybe you have to get light fixtures, toilet repairs, maybe the roof is leaking. It's inevitable. But this is where you're leaking cash. Because I understand emergencies happen and you want to get the repair done as soon as possible, but you're leaking cash whenever you're not bidding jobs, which means that you're just coming across the first contractor who says that they can do this for you. You're like, okay, and you pay them right away because you want to get this repair taken care of. You don't do job bids. And what job bids are is that you need to speak with at least, I would say, 3 contractors to see what their proposal is, what they can do for you, etc. with regards to that repair. And you want to compare quotes. You know, if you have 3 bids, that means that you're comparing 3 quotes. And you want to go with the cheapest quote, but you want to go with the quote that is going to give you the most quality when it comes to repairs, the cheapest, as well as what's all going to be considered into that repair. If they're fixing a toilet, are they just going to fix it, or what are they going to do? Are they going to bring out a new toilet? You want to think of all those things when you're looking for repairs and maintenance, and you don't want to just get a contractor, the first contractor that comes to you and says they can do the job and you pay them. That's where I see a leak in the cash flow. There is no job bidding. Another leak in the cash flow that I see is payroll. With regards to, yes, you want to pay a competitive pay rate whenever you're bringing on employees, and you want to stick with whatever your state mandate rate or minimum hourly wage is. You want to stick with that. But I also see that sometimes the provider is so desperate with hiring on employees that they tend to pay more than they can afford. It's kind of like they bite off more than they can chew because they're really needing someone to fill that position. And then it comes down to you have a couple of payrolls and you feel like, well, you know, the bank account is always running in a negative every month. I'm not for sure why. It's because that you didn't take into account before you bring on an employee, you must already have a budget within your business to see, yes, we're hiring for a new employee, but how much can we afford to bring that employee on? So if you know in your budget that you have that you only can afford an employee that you can pay $18 an hour for, that's who you want to hire, someone who's willing to take the compensation of $18 an hour, who's qualified, etc. But that is a huge leak that I see all the time with childcare providers and assisted living providers whenever you guys are bringing on new employees. And this contributes to the $30K per month that you're losing and you're not even realizing it, okay? The next thing is going to be OPM. Assisted living providers, childcare providers, you guys are not leveraging other people's money, which means that, for example, let's just say something happens and you need some type of equipment. So it doesn't even have to be something happen. You just need some equipment for the facility, right? Let's just say that equipment costs $30,000. Just because you have $30,000 in the business's operating account, that doesn't mean that you want to go pull a straight $30,000 from the business's operating account. Why? Because that's going to drastically decrease your cash flow as soon as you withdraw it from the account. And what I said by you guys are not leveraging other people's money, you should already have a line of credit established for your business. You should already have a business installment loan that you've been approved from your bank or from your lending institution such as a credit union. And most times I see that providers, you guys are scurrying trying to get a line of credit or trying to get a business installment loan when an emergency happens. And what I want to tell you is that credit unions and banks, they don't lend off an emergency. They can tell whenever you're going to apply for these financial tools, or if you're in a state of frenzy and that you're in an emergency or some type of crisis, and that's why you sometimes find it difficult to obtain a line of credit or obtain a business loan is because you're only going to seek these financial vehicles whenever there's a crisis or an emergency, when you should be seeking these financial tools when nothing's wrong, when everything's going good, your cash flow is great. You should still be applying. That's the best time to apply for lines of credit. That's the best time to apply for business installment loans, when everything is going good. So with that, all of that, such as overpaying in payroll, not getting job bids when it comes to repair and maintenance, and not leveraging other people's money, that's causing you to pull straight cash from your operating account, which is depleting your cash fund, right? So this is a big issue that's happening. And if this is you, if you're watching this video, you're an assisted living provider and you're a childcare provider, and you know that what I'm speaking is facts and it's talking to you, and you really need assistance with getting your cash flow together, because you don't want to be losing $30K a month, because you could be using that money for something else, something more beneficial for your business, to grow your business, to add revenue to your business, to seek that growth that you're wanting. So if this is you, there is a link in the description to book a free strategy session. And also there'll be a link in the description where you can download our free ebook, where it tells you, as an assisted living provider or childcare provider, how you can start doing your own bookkeeping, do it yourself. Very, very informative information. So God bless. You guys have a great day.